Hrithik Roshan has finally broken his silence. This is the first time he's addressed the issue and he has issued a statement after almost 2 years. Take a look at what he has to say. Hrithik Roshan and Kangana Ranaut are not ready to call a truce just yet. From burning passion to burning rage, this story has seen it all. This morning, Kangana's sister Rangoli tweeted about Hrithik's skull-drilling brain surgery in 2014 and shared details of a therapy that Hrithik undertook with a life coach to battle depression and suicidal state of mind. These tweets came just 2 days after Rangoli urged stalker uncle Hrithik to focus on his children and wife and maintaining that her sister Kangana had moved on. She tweeted, "Everyone can tell who is the stalker here. Forget about Kangana, she has moved on, and stalker uncle, please focus on your children and wife. Thanks." In the wake of these tweets, Hrithik Roshan has finally broken his silence. The actor has issued a statement after almost 2 years of silence. This is the first time he has addressed the issue directly. Hrithik's statement read, "I choose to be on a path of creativity, productivity and constructive work. Anything that isn't in alignment with that, I tend to ignore, sidestep and treat as a distraction. I believe that ignorance, non-reaction and staying on the path of dignity is the best way to discourage any persistent unwanted intrusions. But just like a nagging health issue sometimes ignored can turn malignant, this situation for me has unfortunately turned malignant. In case of the matter at hand, it seems the media has no intention of letting go. I don't see any grace in adding to this circus by testifying in defense of my character in a situation that I have no involvement in whatsoever. I have been dragged into a dirty, perverse mess without a choice in the matter. This is something that is not of my making. The truth is, I have never met the lady in question one-on-one in my entire life. Yes, we have worked together, but there has been no meeting in private. That's the truth. Please understand, I am not fighting against an allegation of an affair or being childish trying to uphold a good guy image. I am very aware of my faults. I am human. I am in fact protecting myself from something far more serious, sensitive and destructive than that. Sadly, very few from the media or the public seem to be interested in the truth. This has been a hard-learned fact for me. If the people are comfortable with a lie before it doesn't threaten their model of the world, where a girl is the victim and the man the aggressor, then so be it. I am okay with that too. Women have suffered centuries of abuse at the hands of men, and it infuriates me how some of them can be so brutal and they deserve the harshest punishment. But by that logic, if it ordains that one man can't be vulnerable and one woman can't be a liar, so be it. I'm okay with that too. An alleged 7-year-old long passionate affair between two high-profile celebrities with no trail left behind. No evidence, no paparazzi pictures, no witnesses, not even a memento in possession like a selfie taken at the alleged engagement which is claimed to have happened in Paris in Jan 2014. Nothing that constitutes an exchange or any sort of proof of a romantic relationship. Yet we want to believe the other party because the rhetoric is, why would a girl lie? My passport details show no travel outside the country in Jan 2014, which is the date that this alleged engagement supposedly took place, in Paris. The only so-called proof presented of this alleged relationship was a photoshopped picture in the media. This was immediately exposed the very next day by friends including my ex-wife. These questions are not even asked because we are taught to protect the women as we should. I myself have been brought up to think the same way by my parents and the wonderful women in my life who have been my rock and support system. I'm deeply grateful to them. I will do my best to teach my children the same values of family and dignity. And yes, I will teach them to stand up for women, always. There are 3,000 one-sided mails which either I have sent to myself or the woman in question has sent to me. The cybercrime department can prove or disprove either story in just a few days. Towards that purpose, I have surrendered all my devices including laptops, phones, etc. which are still lying with the cyber cell, but the other party has refused to do so. The investigation hasn't been closed. This is not, and I repeat, not a lover's spat. I humbly request people to stop labeling it as, and for a second, try and see it for what it really is. I have been harassed by this for 4 years, and the well-meaning and probably necessary social bias towards women has deemed me helpless in defending myself. I am not angry. I have seldom allowed anger into my life. I have not had a single fight in my life with a man or a woman. Even in my divorce, there was no fight. I and those around me have always chosen peace. I am not here to accuse or judge anyone, but it's time I defend the truth, because when truth suffers, the collective consciousness of society suffers. Civilization suffers. Closer to home, families suffer. Children suffer. Well, let's see what Kangana has to say about this.